Hi, my name is Butch Owens. I'm the instructor for the class, and I'm going to try and do a little video podcast for those of you who find that kind of learning environment more helpful. And what I'm about to share with you is a lecture that I have on public speaking. Something that I realized over the last few years is that the way I was teaching public speaking is not the way I was doing it myself. I've been teaching it for about 16, 17 years, and the way I started was I started teaching at a college, got the textbook, built the lecture straight out of the textbook. Every time I would get a new textbook, I would take what I got out of the new textbook, add it to the lecture, and eventually developed a public speaking lecture that way. And then about 7, 10 years ago, I started to realize that the way I was doing it myself, in my own personal life, was different than the way I was teaching it. And there were three important speeches in my life that really changed the way I saw public speaking itself. One was my stepdad passed away about 7, 8 years ago, and he's really the only father I've known for most of my life. He and my mom were married for as long as I can remember, and I've had almost no contact with my biological father. And about 7 years ago, when he knew he was dying of cancer, he let it be known that he really wanted me to do the eulogy. And that was a pretty significant and difficult presentation to develop. And then about 5 years ago, some very good friends of mine got married in Mexico. And they had a legal ceremony at a courthouse, and then they had a religious ceremony, and they asked me to perform that ceremony and paid a lot of money to have me go down and stay at a hotel on the beach of Acapulco. And so I felt a lot of pressure, both because of the money they spent, because they're such good friends, to really put together something good for them. So that had a big impact on me. And then 2 years ago, my daughter and my son-in-law got married, and they asked me to do their ceremony in Oklahoma. And that was, without a doubt, the hardest ceremony I've ever had to do. Well, doing those, I started to realize that what I was doing was different than the way I was teaching it. And so the lecture you're about to see explains this process as it began to unfold for me. So I hope this helps.